Determiners. Determiners which determine the position of a noun. They don't describe the noun, rather they specify the noun. They particularize the noun. They tell you the position of noun, the number of nouns. So sometimes they come before adjectives also. When it is a single adjective, for example, a tall tree. Tall is an adjective, tree is a noun, and a is your determiner. Determiners have further 5 kinds. The first one is possessive determiners. Possessive. The word possessive itself is telling you about the possession, which tell you about the belongingness. For example, this is your pen stand. It is my watch. My watch. This house is their. Their house. Their is the possessive determiner. This is your table. His notebook. Her pen. So these all words are telling you about the belongingness or the possession. So the words which tell you about the possession are possessive determiners. Now let's talk about distributive determiners. Distribution. When you distribute, which words you use? Every, each. So every and each. What is the difference between these two words? Each means when there is a small crowd and you are emphasizing on each and every individual. Then we use each. For example, there are 10 people in the crowd and you say each one of you, each will get a trophy. Here you are emphasizing on each and every individual. Whereas when you say every, you address a huge crowd and you don't emphasize, rather you talk about all the individuals. For example, everybody will get trophies. So here you do not emphasize, whereas in each you emphasize. Articles are also a part of determiner. Now articles are segregated into two categories. Definite article and indefinite article. The first one is indefinite, and indefinite articles are all again categorized into 2 parts. First is a and the other one is an. A is used for the words which start with a consonant sound and they are singular in number, plus they are common nouns. For example, a pen, a horse, a year, a glass, a ball. So these are all starting with a consonant. I think there are more confusions in an in comparison to a and the. And an is used with the words which start with a vowel sound. Vowels are a, e, u, a. The words coming after the blank, if they start with these letters, then we place an. But it is not like that. When we have vowel sounds, so vowel sounds are there in 8 more consonants also. For example, the first consonant is F. F. If we write F in Hindi, it is A and F. And if we talk about some abbreviation with starting with F, for example, F-I-R. If we write it in English, English means when you are writing English into Hindi, then it is English. So if you write F, A, F, so it starts with A. So we will place an F-I-R. The next one is H. H-O-D. H. If we see H, or if we consider it is only a consonant, but when we speak the abbreviation starting with H, it starts with H. H. So we here also will place an H-O-D. The next is L. L again is a consonant, but L-L-B. When we write L, it starts with A. So here also we'll place an L-L-B. M-A, am. It is a consonant, but it starts with A. Am. It's A, am-a. So here also we'll place an, am-a. Next is N-G-O. N also has A and N sound. So N-G-O and N-G-O. Next is R-O. I have an R-O at my home. R is a consonant, but it starts with A. So when we talk about these abbreviations, then only we see the letter, and these letters we don't consider the phonic sounds, rather they are sounds, actual sounds. The next one is S. S. It's a consonant, but it gives the sound of vowel only. If we take its sound only. S. S. A. S. S. S-H-O. He is an S-H-O. Next is X. X. So it also gives the sound of X. X. So it is also again having a vowel sound. He is my ex-president. So these all consonants have the sound of vowel. So we'll place an with them. After indefinite articles, there comes definite article, which is one only, that is the. The is used with definite things, means which are one in number, or you can say with proper nouns. For example, I went to a house. The house was very beautiful. So here I have made that house proper noun. How? Because I have told you about it once. Now you know that I'm talking about that house only. So it is proper noun. Second example is, once there was a king. The king was very cruel. So the king, it has become proper noun. Next is when a common noun represents the whole class. For example, the peacock is a beautiful bird. Here I'm not talking about one peacock. Here I'm talking about all the peacocks. So one peacock is representing the whole class. Next one, things which are unique or one in number. For example, the Taj Mahal is huge and such a wonderful piece of architecture. The next one is superlative degrees. I am the best. So the best is superlative degree. The next one is we use the with rivers, seas and oceans names. For example, the Ganges, the Indian Ocean. Next is when we talk about positions. I have got the first position in my class, but he is the second. Next is when we talk about the mountain ranges, the Himalayas. The next one is with the newspapers names, the Times of India, the Hindustan Times. Or when we talk about the whole families, for example, the Tatagras, the Mehtas, the Sharmas. We don't say Sharma. Sharma, we are talking about one person. When we talk about Sharmas, we are talking about the whole family. So the Sharmas is representing the whole family, the members of whole family. Next is the is used with the units of measurement. For example, the liter, the dozen. Bananas are sold by the dozens. Demonstrative determiners. Demonstrative determiners are the words which we use while demonstrating. When you go for an exhibition or you are showing your models, your projects, then you use the word this, that, these, those, such. This is used for the object which is nearby. For example, this pen stand. If it is in the plural number, so we'll say these pen stands. Whereas if I'll talk about a thing which is really not close by but at a distance, for example, this tray is very far from me. So here I'll say that tray. If there are so many things, so those objects. So that and those. That is for the singular, but at a thing at a distance. Those is for the plural, for the things which are at a distance. Similarly, this and these. This for the thing which is close by and it is one. These for the things which are plural, which are so many and they are also close by. So this is distributive determiners. In determiners, the second type is quantifiers. Quantifiers means which tell you about the quantity. Now, quantity, countable numbers also have, countable nouns also have, and uncountable nouns also have. So countable are, for example, these are marbles. You can count them. Water, you cannot count. So this is uncountable noun and these are countable nouns. So for these, to specify these words, we have two more further words, little and few. Little, this is used for uncountable, whereas few is used for countable. Children are many times confused about it. So what is little and the little? Now let's understand little, a little, the little, few, a few and the few. For example, my neighbor comes to me, ma'am, I want to prepare tea, so please give me a little milk. So why will I give her milk? So I'll go to my fridge and I'll say, no, we have little milk in our fridge, so I cannot give. So little means just like nothing. So how will she take? But just then she looks into my fridge and then she says, there's a pot full of milk. Then she'll say, ma'am, there is a little milk in the fridge, please give me. And then I'll say, okay, take the little milk. The little means the whole amount. So what is this? This is little, just like nothing. So a little is there is some amount which will surely solve your purpose. Little does not solve the purpose. A little solves the purpose. And what is the little? When I'm talking about this little, so it is when she'll say, give me the little water you have, the whole water. This is also the little when we'll talk about the whole amount. Whole amount is the little. Little is just like nothing. And A little is there is some amount. It is same with the countable nouns. Few, just like nothing. There are few marbles. They will not solve my purpose. There are a few marbles which you can surely count. There is some amount. When it is a positive connotation, there is some amount. It is a few. And this is the few also when I'll talk about the whole amount. This is also the few when I'll talk about the whole amount. Whole amount is the few. Like nothing is few, and there is something which will solve your purpose is a few. Interrogative determiners, the words which help us ask a question, or when interrogative words like what, which, whose, how many and how much, when they come just before a noun, they are called interrogative determiners. For example, what attitude are you following? What is working here as a determiner. The next one is which house is yours. So house is coming just after the word which. Here also again which is working as an interrogative determiner. Next is how much sugar is there in the container. So how much is interrogative determiner. Thank you.